Speaking of anti-Semitism, we have had another attack that fits the bill. A former black Israelite, I will explain what that means in a second, shot up a kosher market in Jersey City, New Jersey yesterday. 6 people were shot dead total, including 2 shooters, 5 of them in the kosher grocery store called JC Kosher Supermarket. One of the perpetrators previously wrote many anti-Semitic things on social media, according to law enforcement, and is reportedly a former Black Israelite, the Black Israelite movement. We will get to that in a moment. The perpetrator had been previously arrested in 2004, 2007 on weapons charges, and 2009 for criminal mischief. So what is this Black Israelite thing? Black Israelites are a fixture often when you come out of the subway in New York City. They will proselytize there. I have been approached by Black Israelites when I lived in New York City. Black Israelites are sometimes called Black Hebrews. And generally speaking, I want to do as good a job of accurately but not over-representing what they believe. Black Israelites claim to be the real Jews. Now, they are not Ethiopian Jews. Ethiopian Jews are something else, and if you don't know about that, it's not today's subject. But Black Israelites are something else. They claim to be the actual and true descendants of the biblical children of Israel, the individuals described in the Bible. They say that other Jews, what are colloquially known as white Jews, are imposters. They're not really Jewish. They're not really the descendants of the people in the Bible. They are considered a black nationalist group, the likes of the Nation of Islam, of course, with very different fundamental beliefs, as you can probably imagine here. And what we are realizing is that anti-Semitism is a very real and growing 21st century problem. And you might say, well, but David, hold on. How can people who say that they are the real Jews be anti-Semitic? You can claim to be anything you want. If your fundamental belief is that white Jews are devilish imposters who deserve death or slavery, that's anti-Semitic. And this is a growing problem, unfortunately, in the US and around the world. I recently mentioned this, and there are so many different reports about it, some of which I'll tell you about right now. The European Union Agency for Fundamental Rights has a report out which finds pervasive anti-Semitism in Europe, visibly so in some places where public harassment is actually commonplace. In France, the CNCDH has a big report about the growth of anti-Semitism in France. Germany saw a 20% rise in anti-Semitic crime in 2018. Most of it comes, unsurprisingly, from far-right groups. The Community Security Trust has a report out which found the highest number of anti-Semitic incidents ever in the United Kingdom in 2018. The 2019 AJC survey of anti-Semitism in America finds that American Jews are feeling less safe than they've felt in a very long time. And then the Anti-Defamation League in 2018 recorded the 3rd highest number of anti-Semitic incidents in American history over the 4 decades that they have tracked this. That's how far back that goes. And what does Donald Trump do? Well, as I told you earlier, he says, let's pass an executive order to label Judaism a nationality, which is not only completely incorrect on the facts, it is also absolutely counterproductive and only furthers this anti-Semitic trope of Jewish dual loyalty by suggesting that an American Jew born in the U.S., who maybe has never even been to Israel, as most Jews, I believe, have not, might have something in their nationality that is anything other than simply being an American person. We already talked about that. This incident at the kosher market in Jersey City is absolutely a horrible one. And for some reason, there were people contacting me saying I wouldn't cover this incident because the perpetrator was black and not white. I don't know what other shows are doing because I don't watch other shows, but shying away from stories on this program, newsworthy stories based on the identity of the perpetrators or victims, that is not something that we have done. We've been doing this show for a long time, and that is not something that I do. We'll address that later in the voicemail segment. We'll take a quick break. the latest from Tucker Carlson coming up, and many more things that I want to discuss with you today.